Hey guys, PokeDan here. As some of you may have noticed, ranking Pokemon has become a bit of a series on this channel. But one type of Pokemon that I've never ranked before is that of baby Pokemon. To be classified as a baby Pokemon, there are some rules that have to be met. First of all, the Pocket Monster must be obtainable through breeding. As well as that, it has to be the lowest form in its evolutionary family. And finally, a baby Pokemon must be in the undiscovered egg group. Saying that, there are only 19 Pokemon who are classified as babies, and I must say, I don't really dislike any of them. So if your favourite is ranked at a low spot, don't take it too personally. Also, be sure to let me know who your favourite baby Pokemon are down below in the comment section. But with all that being said, let's get started with the video. Kicking it all off, we have Igglybuff. Now, I don't hate this Pokemon, but it's one that I've looked at before and I've never really got behind. I understand that none of its evolution line has any particularly complex design, but Igglybuff is just kind of boring to me. As well as this, I hold a bit of a grudge because of my own stupidity. When I was hunting for this Pokemon shiny in Sun and Moon, I accidentally killed it because its shiny form doesn't really change too much, and yeah, I've never been able to live that one down. Up next is Smoochum, and although I'm in the rare percentage of people that like its evolution, this Pokemon has never really left me feeling wowed. It's not that I dislike Smoochum or anything, but its design is one that doesn't really blow me off my feet. But hey, that's just me. The next baby Pokemon is Wynaut, and again, I don't dislike it, but did it need to be a thing? I understand that baby Pokemon as a whole arguably don't need to exist, but I mean, Wobbuffet was already kind of useless, so adding Wynaut to its evolutionary family didn't improve anything in the slightest. But hey, I suppose it is pretty damn cute, so I'll give it that. Next up is Chingling, which is Chimecho's pre-evolution. If you ask me, Chimecho really could have benefited more from an evolution. In terms of potential design, I feel like there's a lot that could have been done, as well as making it stronger. But hey, we're not here to talk about Chimecho. Chingling as a Pokemon is adorable, and although I can't say I've ever used one on a team, it's one of the more forgettable baby Pokemon who have a really sweet design. But like I said, it's just a bit forgettable to me. Obviously, because I'm the one that made the list, I know what's coming up. And for me, the rest of the baby Pokemon aren't so forgettable, so let's start with Azurill. Fun fact, I didn't actually know this thing was a baby Pokemon for the longest time. But hey ho, it is, so we'll talk about it. I know you guys have heard the word adorable a lot already, and truthfully you'll probably be hearing it more, but that's the point of baby Pokemon, and just look at Azurill. It radiates cute energy, and I remember seeing Misty's in the anime when I was younger, and I just remember thinking it was a great addition to her team. However, it could never replace Togepi, let's be real. Up next, we have a Pokemon that was introduced in the Sinnoh region, and that is Manta. Now, I like this Pokemon, don't get me wrong, and I absolutely love its evolution, but that's why I couldn't put Manta any higher up on the list. To me, this baby Pokemon looks too much like its evolved form. And yeah, it's cute, but to me it's just a smaller Mantine. Again, I do like Mantike, and I wish I'd have used one in a past playthrough because I feel like it would be a lot of fun using this water type on my team. Next is the most recent baby Pokemon, and that is Toxel. Pokemon Sword and Shield gave us a lot of surprises, but one that I didn't really expect was a new baby Pokemon. This poison and electric type Pokemon evolves into the awesome Toxtricity, and that alone is a good reason why I like it. But yeah, Toxel has a great design and it acts like a baby, so it deserves to have a decent spot on the baby Pokemon list. Up next is Magby, and isn't this just one of the cutest little fire types? I know I'm judging Pokemon on this list by how much I like them and not so much on their evolutions, but having Magby on your team and knowing what it's gonna evolve into, it's just really exciting. Pokemon Black and White were amazing games, but something a lot of people missed was being able to use previous gen Pokemon on their teams. Thankfully, in the sequels to Black and White, older Pokemon were able to be caught during the story, and I remember heading to Verbank Complex and running into this hot-headed Pokemon. It was really cool to see Magby there in the wild, and yeah, it's just a baby Pokemon I adore. At number 11 is one of the most iconic baby Pokemon out there, and it is Cleffa. Now, I know I've said a lot of the entries on this list have been adorable already, but out of all of them, I feel like Cleffa is one of the most cute. It's pink, small, and round, so obviously it's just gotta make your heart melt. I just adore it, so fair to say it deserves to be where it is in this ranking. Kicking off the top 10 for this list, we have Pichu, and I mostly like this Pokemon because of the anime. Recently, I've been rewatching the Diamond and Pearl series, and when Nando walked out with his Pichu, I forgot how much I liked this Pokemon. Now, I love Nando as a character, I love Nando's as a restaurant. And yeah, sorry, back to the character, I really respect his choice in Pokemon because, well, he has good taste. Just like Nando's chicken. Man, I've realized how hungry I am making this video. But yeah, Pichu, it's awesome. Now that I've had something to eat, let's get back to this list with none other than Riolu. Both this Pokemon as well as its evolution are some of the most popular Pokemon out there. And I remember seeing it appear on Cameron's team during the Universe anime. Riolu, although it was small, really was strong, and hopefully we do end up seeing this Pokemon in the anime again soon. I mean, I imagine a lot of you guys have heard the rumours of Ash or Go catching one, so fingers crossed. The anime has really made me think highly of a lot of Pokemon, and more evidence of that comes in the form of Mime Jr. I remember as a kid I would watch the Hoenn and Sinnoh series, and I always adored this Pokemon as a member of Team Rocket. Mime Jr. was part of James's team, and it was the most pure, innocent, and another adorable Pokemon we've seen in the anime. Just like Riolu, we have another strong fighter ranking high up on this list, and it is Tyrell. What I love most about this Pokemon is the fact that it's part of a branched evolution line. I remember when I was younger and before I knew any tips or tricks on how to evolve Tyrogue into the evolution you wanted, I would just breed as many Tyrogues as possible in hopes of one evolving into the right evolution. Looking back at it now, I wasn't the smartest kid, but nonetheless it was a happy memory of mine. Up next we have Togepi. And for those who didn't know already, this is the OG baby Pokemon. Togepi in the anime was the first Pokemon to be hatched out of an egg. And of course, the first baby Pokemon in a series. When Togepi joined Misty's team, an iconic friendship was made. Misty and Togepi were great together, and their friendship made me like the Pokemon even more. Well, that and Togepi and Pikachu's friendship too. And just overall how Togepi was in the anime. So yeah, this baby Pokemon had to rank at a high spot on this list. Making it into the top 5, we have Bonsly. Just like Togepi, this was another baby Pokemon that was hatched from an egg in the anime. But this time Misty didn't add it to her team, of course Brock did. In the Hoenn series, Brock really showed his true breeder side when he cared for Bonsly. And he even brought it with him to Sinnoh, where Bonsly ended up evolving and becoming a Pokemon Brock would often rely on. Seeing Bonsly always reminded me of the Hoenn and Sinnoh series. And that makes me really happy, so of course I adore this rock type. Up next is the pre-evolved form of the franchise's mascot, it's Pichu. A while ago, me and some friends would often argue about who the best Chew was. Some would say Raichu, most would say Pikachu, but for me it was always Pichu. Looking at this Pokemon, it's easily the most adorable of the three, and I've loved seeing it appear in all forms of media over the years. I especially love seeing this electric type in Smash Bros Ultimate. I find it quite fun to use, and yeah, Pichu is the best Chew, at least for me that is. From one electric type to another, next up is Elekid. Already having a lot of love for this Pokemon's evolution line, naturally Elekid was gonna be a high scorer. As well as this, I've enjoyed using it in the games, I love its design, and I've loved its appearances in the anime. This may seem like quite an obscure memory, but I'll always remember this one Elekid from the Sinnoh series that appeared and fell in love with a Marill, just as Dawn's Piplup did the same. In the end, it was the one that caught Marill's eye, and I don't know why, but I will always remember that episode. So yeah, basically I guess I'm saying that I love Elekid because it's a stud. Taking second place this time round, it's gotta be Happiny. You can probably guess why I like this Pokemon, and yes, it is because of the anime. When Brock received an egg in the Sinnoh series and it hatched into this Pokemon, I instantly fell in love with it. I loved the running gag of how Happiny was just really strong and could lift up large boulders. That really got me chuckling as a kid. At the end of the series, Brock's Happiny did evolve into a Chansey, but I will always remember it as its days as a baby Pokemon, and for that I love it. And finally, coming in at the number 1 spot if you haven't guessed already, it's Munchlax. Snorlax is a really popular Pokemon, so it wasn't that surprising that it received its own pre-evolution. But of course, instead of sleeping, Munchlax prefers to eat. In the anime, it was May who added Munchlax to her party, and I really enjoyed its funny personality and how it was such a likeable Pokemon. It was also cool to see this Pokemon debut before the Sinnoh region. I always love it when stuff like that happens in the anime, and yeah, this is just a cool baby Pokemon and by far it is my favourite. But anyway guys, with all that being said, that pretty much wraps things up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, be sure to let me know who your favourite baby Pokemon are down in the comment section. But for now, I've been PokeDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.